morning.
Goeiemôre.
It's that time of the morning again. It's Thursday morning, donderdagochtend. So, for the English speaking people, donderdag means thunder you. Is that right? Very near to the point.
Thunder you?
Donderdag, thunder?
Thunder day.
Thunder day. Okay, thunder day you. So, okay. That is Thursday morning this morning. So, good morning. We're chatting a bit about the Auckland floods and the impact it has on the people and the impact it has on the country. Somebody just saying good morning, or Morena, and that is in Maori.
Kia ora.
Kia ora, or whatever you want to say. Okay.
Of wil jy nie vir ons die aircon aansit hê?
That time of the year again. It's aircon for the wife.
Dankie.
Right. We've been to the Auckland airport yesterday. We dropped our kids down there. And I got to say, it looks as if nothing has happened. You could not see the flood that hit that airport.
Yes.
That's actually very, very good news.
We even packed an overnight bag just in case we won't be able to come back.
Well, if it kept on raining, they could have had some problems.
But, on our way there, just on the other side of Hamilton, there was clear skies.
And we actually saw the sun in Auckland.
Yes.
Jeez, the first time this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, the interesting thing, or the interesting remark I need to make about the Auckland airport is, although all things went bad down there, and it was really bad, they could not even land planes or let planes leave. They've cleared that up within a day, half a day. Stuff just happened down there.
Yeah.
And everywhere we drove, and we drove all the way from Tauranga up to Hamilton. We took the highway to Auckland. Everywhere you could see massive slips. There was big slips all over. So, yeah. And these slips you could see they've cleared away. Most of the slips are cleared away. Actually, I had a slip the other day as I drove to Papamoa. And they were already there with the diggers. And when I came back, I couldn't actually, except for the scarring in the wall, I couldn't even see where the slip was on the ground. They moved everything so quickly.
Yeah, I think they are so geared for things like that happening that they
just gives me a good feeling about this. Yeah, it really gives me a good feeling. And the thing why I'm saying it's giving me a good feeling, if anything worse, and this is a bad one. If anything worse will happen, they will still be there to support you. I'm talking about government, so forget about who runs the government. There's sectors within this government that's really working very well. Yeah. So,
and even on TV, there were updates all the time.
Oh yeah, TV, YouTube, wherever.
Yeah, updates of what's going to happen today, what they've done, how many people suffered damages and everything. So you were kept in the dark.
Who do you think got the worst off?
I don't know.
I think the kids. They thought they're going to have another week of holiday and it was stopped within one day.
Yeah.
If I was a kid, I would have been really not very happy.
Someone in Auckland saying, like, of die reën weg is. Yes.
Yeah.
I must say, this morning in Tauranga, it's still over.
Yeah, I think we'll have some more rain today. Drops, and I think we're going to have more rain today. We're definitely going to have more rain.
But the wind definitely calmed down. We had terrible wind. Yesterday was
howling.
really
howling around here.
We were all scared of the cyclone coming through a few weeks ago, that was nothing to this. This was really bad.
This is an interesting one. I took a flight from Auckland to Tauranga yesterday, and plane couldn't land due to Auckland to Tauranga. The plane couldn't land in Tauranga.
Yes. Yeah.
So the
weather was really bad.
So I landed in Hamilton and I had to take a bus to Tauranga. Should have just taken the bus from Auckland. It's basically the same distance. So, yeah. Good morning to Vanita and good morning to Tian on the other channel. So, yeah, guys, it makes me feel good if I look and see things have gotten really bad. And they reckon this one is very much the same size as the Canterbury earthquake, which shook the world and cost a heck of a lot of money. So they reckon the claims that's going to come into short-term insurance will probably be the same as the Canterbury earthquake, or perhaps even more.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, the estimate so far is 5,000 houses that's been damaged, or really badly
Severely
damaged. Yeah.
damaged. Yeah.
And
Yes.
it's not only Auckland. I mean, in our own estate, a house got flooded.
Mm.
They were built on the smallest of incline, didn't have a drain in front of the garage, and the water just streamed in through the garage, through the whole of the house.
But that just shows you that this was like a freak.
Yeah, it was a freak. I mean, houses on the
Freak
other side
rain.
where we're looking
Yes.
from slipped from the
Yeah.
cliffs.
Because we had severe rain in the past and severe winds, but nothing like that.
But I think
happened.
the amount over the period of time,
Yes, we had
it kept
a lot
on
of
way
rain.
longer than ever before.
Mm.
And I know everybody is saying global warming, global warming, global warming. We've got pictures of people on bicycles down in 1930 or something in Auckland again, standing knee deep in the water that had the same type of amount, and there was no global warming that time. So, yeah.
No, this is just something that happened, But as you say, at least you know that the government are looking after the people, and they're clearing
let's
up.
call it by their name, the civil defense area.
Yes,
they were really on the ball.
Yeah.
They cleared up. They started off well. The fire brigade, these guys have just been inundated with calls. Something like 60 calls on the 2 nights ago, just in Auckland, on people just needing some help somewhere. I mean, these guys were running flat out. So working very hard. And that's I'm only talking about Auckland, but Auckland has been hard hit. Northland has been hard hit. Tauranga has been hard hit. Basically, the most of the side of the coast down this side, not the Hamilton or the Raglan side, more our side of the coast has been really hard hit, and quite a few people tonight are without houses. So, or last night was still without houses. So, but I don't know where we're going to get the amount of houses that was severely damaged, because that's something like 200 already. That's unlivable anymore. So these houses, or these people, would have to get houses somewhere else. I mean, that takes a while to be built. So it's not an easy, it's not a quick fix.
Yeah.
You can't blow up a house and say, there's your new blow up house.
And I see in Christchurch, the sun is shining, and it's like really summer. That's one thing we talked about the other day. We really didn't have any summer this year.
No.
Up to now. It's hot. It's very humid, not like it normally is.
It's like Durban weather outside.
Yes, we're not used to this weather in Tauranga. It never feels like this. It's very humid. When I get up in the morning, I switch on all the air cons immediately. It's really stuffy because you can't open all the windows and the doors because of the rain. So, that makes it a little bit difficult, but no sun, no summer, no beach.
I've actually got somebody on my Facebook that is bragging with his tan, and he's in the South Island. First time ever anybody in the South Island bragged about their
South
tan.
Island get really hot summers.
It looks like they were burning this year, but we haven't had a lot of sun.
Yeah, we hope we'll get some sun before the winter comes.
Oh yeah, we need some sun down here, even just to dry up. My camping gear from the weekend past is still in the bags, still wet. I'm hoping for just, even if it's just 3 hours of sunshine, I will be glad if that can happen. So
there were quite a few weather forecasters that have their own channels on or Facebook pages and YouTube channels and whatever, that said that actually by the 22nd of January, all the rain would be done and we'll have summer. So I think maybe this is just to spite them.
Oh, I just think you think it's gone, like everything in one day. They had more than a month's rain in one day.
It was hectic.
It was a lot of water.
Yeah.
It was a lot of water.
Yeah.
And then the second one that they predicted, luckily that didn't pull off. But still a lot of water fell with the second round now. But luckily not the amount that they predicted could fall. So I think we were lucky with the second one. Otherwise, that would have been even more hectic.
I think the clear weather will probably come our side now. If Auckland is clear now, we normally get Auckland's weather.
Get about a day afterwards.
So then by tomorrow, I think we will be okay.
So is the sun really shining in Auckland? Come. So let me know. If you're in Auckland this morning, somewhere along the line, the sun must be shining already. Somebody's just saying that Cape Town weather is still the same. Never any differences. Yep. Anita's just saying it feels like autumn because the leaves are already falling off the trees. I wonder if the leaves aren't falling due to a lot of water that we got.
I think so. It's heavy.
The wind. Please note, I'm no green fingers.
I don't know.
Neither is she. She's the one where plants comes to die.
Oh, Vanita says it's cloudy in Auckland as well.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Let's hope it's not raining again in Auckland.
It didn't rain during the night.
No.
Yeah.
It did rain a bit.
Did it? I didn't hear it, and the wind was quiet.
Yeah.
This morning.
The wind was definitely better, but we had a bit of rain last night, but not like normal, not like crazy.
Yeah.
So
the only thing about this weather is you must see my garden, the bossies on Sua.
What is bossies in English?
I don't even want to think now. It's terrible.
Yeah.
You just can't get ahead.
All the rubbish you normally take out has grown like crazy.
No, it's terrible. At least it's green.
I probably would need a digger or something like that just to get around the stuff.
You should actually do gardening today while the
weeds.
The weeds, yeah.
Not the stuff you smoke.
Well, it's so wet, so that you can easily.
You can take the day off and do that.
I am going to do some gardening today.
Get your gloves on then.
I'll have to. It looks terrible.
That's right.
The grass is beautiful, but so
the grass is looking beautiful. So
we had someone over about 2 weeks ago, and she said, "Oh, your garden is so beautiful." I said, "It's weeds." She's like, "Oh, at least it's green. It looks like plants.
At least it's green.
It grows like, I don't know. You never can get ahead."
That's quite interesting. For me as well, there's quite a few roads damaged or badly damaged down in Tauranga. There's a train being derailed. The railway line has been flooded away. There's no railway line left. My main concern would rather be on how long they'll take to rebuild this railway line. It's quite important that we have that railway line in. Otherwise, they're going to send trucks with all that wood. And that's the railway line I'm talking about. Is the one at Te Puke. It's bringing all the wood from Rotorua. So that one has gone. So we'll see a heap more of trucks because the wood still has to go out.
Yeah.
Then the road that has disappeared was the Coromandel. That is quite a heavy used road linking two of the towns. It's quite a far way around now to just get to the same town. Is
there anyone in the Coromandel area that can tell us what it looks like there? I know the forecast for yesterday was that Coromandel was going to be the hardest. Yeah. So I would like to hear what it's like.
I haven't watched the news yet this morning, so I can't say what I saw.
I know a lot of shop owners just closed their doors and put some sandbags and whatever.
That's another thing, sandbags.
You know, that was so actually so good to see yesterday morning on Facebook. Is it Downer?
Downers, yeah.
Downer said that they have a huge amount of sandbags available, and they gave the address where you can get it, and anyone that needed them can just go and get themselves some sandbags.
I don't know if you saw this later, the impact that sandbags had on the community. They actually said later, wait guys, you can't take any more sandbags if you're not 100% sure you are going to need them. That's how many the sandbags just flew off. They could not keep ahead.
Yeah, I think some people you're just scared because you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, somebody's just saying, at least I've got a boat. Yes, guys, the boat is ready to go. Just 10 more millimeters so we can leave.
I heard that someone was swimming on the grass, I don't know, somewhere in Crete.
Oh, yeah, in Crete. If you enter Crete, you've got this massive rugby fields.
Okay.
They were so deep, there were guys with tubes floating on them. They had a radio-controlled boat race there.
Some sense of humor they've got.
Well, at least if you can't do anything else, go and swimming on the rugby field. So, but at least they had some fun at the end of the day. There's quite a few people that didn't have any fun. I just want to put it out there. If any of our AIA policyholders have any trouble paying this month, please get hold of us, guys. We'll send a email later about this. We've got some provisions made for you guys, and we've got some provisions made for the premiums as well. So, but I'll send an email around for that as well. Somebody just saying the Kai mice. This is the mountain region behind us. The Kai mice was crazy over the weekend. There were a lot of slips and trees. We had to take a lot of detours to get over. Now, we just drove over the Kai mice yesterday, and you could see the scars against the side of the road and massive slips. Some areas where there was normally nothing, there were heaps of dirt lying as they moved it into this area. Probably truck it away later, but at least they're doing something about that. So.
Vanita saying that flooding in the neighborhood on Friday with the cars submerged it's really bad to see. I think you don't really get what the impact really is before you see something like that. I mean, we see it on TV and stuff, but we didn't live through it. So that must be really, really hard to see. And I was just thinking about the animals. You can't.
Yeah, strange. That was my idea the other day as well. What happens to animals if suddenly this amount of water? I mean, water. Some people were walking breast deep and hip deep in water.
Yeah.
Cats and dogs can swim in that.
But they can't keep themselves afloat for that long. Yeah. I just say to my kittens, cats, you stay in the house all the time. You don't go out.
The one listened, the other one did not listen. So.
I found her on the boat yesterday morning.
At least she was
in the right place. Yeah, we're laughing about it, but it's actually no laughing matter. We were camping, believe it or not, over the weekend, from last week Thursday until Monday morning.
We took a group of 4x4s to the Whakapapa area, if you guys know where the snow mountain is.
And it started raining Thursday evening.
And they moved 1, 2, 3. 3 of the tents had to move into chalets. Luckily, they were chalets.
It's more like a cabin. Yeah, it's just like an overnight cabin, but at least the facility was there. But otherwise, we could still, where we were, they had a lovely area, under roof area where we could.
And we put our fire pits on the grass down there.
Yeah, no, everything was actually really
fire when
really good.
we were allowed by the rain. So
I think it made the roads a little bit more challenging, but I think everyone enjoyed it. Or at least all the men enjoyed it.
It was fun.
So we were actually scared that we would not be able to come back home, because when we were there, they said that the Kaimais was closed, and we heard that the Puki Road was closed.
And the stadium, the Papamoa intersection was closed.
Yeah, so we were actually worried that we won't be able to come back home.
And then the gorge was closed.
Yes. But we were lucky.
When we arrived back in Tauranga, we came by the way that Google said would be open, and believe it or not, Google was right.
Yeah.
So probably Google is a female, eh? Because you're always right.
Yes.
Okay. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay. All right. Nah, I was just worried about that. Vanita just said that the SPCA said the animals were taken care of by the owners. So yeah, good. It's always sad to see some smaller stuff like the animals and those go to waste when natural. No, they go to waste. It's bad. I mean, even the smaller little things, which is not pets.
Yeah,
it's a lot of other stuff living that is too small to swim and cannot get away.
We found a frog in our house this morning for the. No, it's not. It's the second time. Yes.
The previous one was in Papamoa.
Yeah. That was so odd. One of the cats must have brought it in, but it was just like a small little one like that. But that was quite, wow.
Pada.
Yeah.
It's a very small frog.
That, yes. So it just shows you how much it did rain.
Even the frogs are leaving.
And how the environment changed. Yes. No, it was actually good to see. They say it's a healthy environment if you see frogs around.
So our house must be healthy.
Oh, yes.
Okay. That's interesting. The interesting thing that I saw this week, and I actually thought only about it later, while it was raining like crazy, we were still bitten by the sandflies.
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 Yes, no, they never stop.
They never stop. These guys must be survivalists 1-on-1.
Yeah.
Because what helped the sandflies was the fact that once we sprayed on some poison on the legs, the weather washed it off, and the sandflies got time to bite us again.
Yeah, no, they never stop. Nothing can keep them away.
Nothing can keep them away. No, my goodness. So
yeah. So if you thinking of coming to New Zealand, yes, sandflies are a real thing.
But you get used to them.
Yeah, I don't think you'll ever get used to them.
No, but you get used to it, you know. It's a crappy area with Kiana, spray poison. That's probably the best thing against sandflies. The best thing against them is to spray poison right from the start.
Someone saying it's just a cockroach. Yes, it's just a cockroach.
You can't get rid of them. You've got to learn to adapt and live with them, and then that's the only way that you'll ever win. So
yeah.
So I was wondering if any South Africans had flooding that lost stuff. I know somebody in Tauranga lost their whole boathouse in South Africa. You know what a boathouse is?
Yeah.
It's like a garage underneath a cliff. And
But are they still in South Africa?
No. They're South Africans. They live here.
Oh, yes. They live in South Africa.
No,
okay.
I'm talking about South Africans here.
Yeah.
And have had a loss. So if you had a loss, I would like to talk to you one another time or just feel your feeling about that. I know that the short-term insurer said they are flying guys in from Australia to come and help with the claims.
Yeah.
So they reckon there's going to be heaps. I also reckon there's going to be heaps.
Yeah, they probably will be.
Oh yeah. I mean, you can't think about it any other way. So,
I think if your house didn't leak during over the past few days, then you're probably safe.
Except leak. If groundwater, and groundwater is water on the ground that you're running. If that hasn't come into your house, you must know you're not on a bad spot.
Yeah.
And you must know that all your, how can I say, all the on-ramps and ramps in the house has been built correctly.
I was speaking to Karen the other day, estate agent, and she also said that makes you think differently of where you buy and what you buy.
And you don't think about that.
No, you don't, because when it's nice, and when it's a nice day and you look at a house and it's nice, you just buy it, but you don't think of what can actually happen.
Yeah. Someone just saying at least we can see where we're swimming because there's no lights. I believe that person must be out of South Africa. We had a loss of lights. I think it was 500 houses at the stage because some of the poles got drowned. But I think last night there was only 100 houses without power. So
yeah, they fixed it very
quickly. They do understand we need our power, and the wives need to do the washing and ironing and cooking.
That's another thing. Your washing you just can't. It doesn't get dry. No, you can't keep up. I can't keep up, and we're only two. Although our kids were here for a few days. So just between me and Ilana, we really struggle to get the washing up to date all the time.
We had to drop them yesterday at the airport, and as normally it's not the nicest thing if you go and offload your family at the airport and have to say your goodbyes and you leave them there. You get on your car and you come back. Yeah, it's a lot of emotions normally going through that.
Yeah, this morning I was waiting for them to come out of the room.
You're way too early. They normally sleep until 10 o'clock. So you can go back to waiting after this. Yeah.
I wonder if people could land. Everyone that had people coming to visit them, is everyone here and safe, or what happened?
Interesting. Vanita is saying we've been limited with water use because the pump station in Albany and the Wairua was flooded.
Sure.
I've seen some areas where the pump station was totally out, but they've had big trucks in there standing and just delivering water.
They said that on the TV the other day about the water. Yeah. You don't think about this stuff. Everything that happens, everything that goes hand in hand when something like that happens, eh?
You know something that I never knew, and I learned it while I was in Christchurch the other day. That while with that earthquake, they didn't have sewage more than 2 years.
No. They actually in the museum. Is it in the museum where they have photos on? They had a competition for the person
best loo.
with the best loo, because you had to improvise. You just had to make your own
long drop.
Yeah, so that was quite interesting. It's stuff that you don't think about.
Yeah, at least the roses are growing well now. So
you make it happen. Yeah. Make the best of a bad
it's
situation.
all that you can do. Yeah. She's also saying, I'm surprised we don't have raw sewage in the water.
Yes.
That was also something that they warned people about, to not go swim in all these natural lakes that was forming now because of the raw sewage. It just happens. You can't keep up anywhere. The water's got to go somewhere, and water normally takes the road of least resistance. So that's not just one of those things. But I could say that the island is really not badly designed, and the water flows really well off.
And what's really heartwarming to me, or it makes me feel safe, is just the fact that even with all of this happening, how quick they responded and how quick everything was cleared up, and they looked after the people. So yeah, it's not like it's going to take months now to clear up stuff. It's happening.
And I know people all the newspapers and televisions are complaining about the Auckland mayor, but I was thinking this morning, he's only one guy. He couldn't go around and clean everybody's stuff up. Yes, he is the spokesperson, but at least there were other people that really took the ropes and started running with that. So
Nita's saying the sun is starting to shine. You can dry your camping gear.
The sun is not starting to shine.
We'll wait, probably tomorrow.
Let's hope by tomorrow the sun is shining, guys. Yeah, that's that for us this morning.
Yeah. Everyone, if you had some damage and there's anything that we can do for you, please just
reach out.
Reach out, give us a call or something.
Even if you need some cleaning up to do, I probably can volunteer her services for the day after we've done the weeding.
So if you had some damage, all the best to you with the cleaning up and just managing your insurance and whatever. I know it's
guys,
it's not a nice thing.
To those people who need to put in claims, be patient with your insurers. I phoned yesterday regarding getting new insurance for a client, and they were inundated. They were just going absolutely crazy. You got to have some compassion. Yeah. What did she normally say? Fanua, just another week. So give us a bit of a chance this. We will sort you out. So. All right.
Okay, guys.
Guys and girls, that's us. Thanks. Have a lovely day, and we'll see you next week. Same time, same place.
Yeah, probably.
All right. Let's be here. Okay. See you all.
Bye.
Okay, bye.